Welcome back to the Southeastern Sports Report presented by State Farm. Now joined by head baseball coach here at Southeastern Louisiana University, Coach Matt Reiser. And Matt, thanks for being with us on our program here. And as cold as it's been here recently, it's hard to think that baseball season's right around the corner. Season opener February 14th on the road at Louisiana Tech. But first of all, congratulations for being named head coach, and I know you're excited for the season.
Thank you, Alan. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys having me on the show. Yeah, you know, you talk about the weather a little bit, but I think this is actually summertime for the northern schools, so we can't really complain too much. We very rarely get this kind of weather, and by the time we get cranked up next week, I think it's supposed to be back in the mid-60s, so we'll be ready to rock and roll.
Well, it was a pretty seamless transition from Coach Ortiz now to yourself as head coach here. You've been on his staff for the last several years and now promoted up to be head coach here. Talk about some of the challenges of, being an assistant coach and now going to the head coach position. I know there's more responsibility associated with that title.
No question. I'm so appreciative of Coach Ortiz, everything he's given me in life, from playing for him to my first job, obviously to now, and the kids, obviously so supportive of them as well, that they go out every day and bust their behind for us and give them the effort that they give us. A little different being a head coach opposed to assistant. When you're the assistant, you can tell them all what to do and have no consequences, so to speak. As a head coach, now I'll get the responsibility if everybody's got to, okay, there's somebody to blame. I'm the guy to blame. No problem. Put it on me, put it on my back. Not too worried about that part of it. The one thing I will say that's really the difference more than anything is now I do have to worry about, obviously my coaching staff and my players as well. Not that I didn't before, but now there is somebody to go back to. That is a product of our environment.
No doubt about it. And one thing about especially Southeastern as a whole is over the last few years we've seen really a branding take place where Southeastern is now becoming a brand. And I think one of the major sports that started that was baseball. This is one of the most consistent programs here on campus. And when you look at Southeastern baseball, you expect excellence, you expect a consistent program, and now the baton is passed to you.
No question. Well, Coach Ortiz did such a fantastic job of coming in and demanding the right things, and that's what we did as a recruiting coordinator, as an assistant. I made sure to go get guys that fit our program and fit Coach Ortiz as well. And I don't think it's really changed at all. We're still going to go get the right type of kid, high academics, and taking care of stuff off the field and being good kids in the community. And then obviously, the competition part take care of itself.
You mentioned your coaching staff earlier in the interview, and obviously Daniel Latham is back with you. He's been on the staff the last couple of years, but now you got a couple of new guys. Talk about your new coaches that's going to be on your staff.
Yeah, we got two new coaches. Bumped Coach Latham up to our top assistant. He's done a fantastic job of helping me with the day-to-day operation stuff, kind of getting into our new role with me as the head coach and him as the top assistant. We hired Zach Zulli as our recruiting coordinator, JUCO coach out of Mississippi Delta Community College. Fantastic, high energy, almost a carbon copy of Coach Ortiz a little bit. You'll see him running out there wearing the number 1. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. A lot of people calling him Little J, number 1.5, so to speak. And then Coach Morgan. Coach Morgan is a local product, graduated from St. Thomas Aquinas, has a lot of local connections, does a fantastic job with our camps and with our catchers as well, and has got a chance to be a good one, I think, in the end.
We'll talk about your team, what we can expect to look forward to here in 2014. I know on paper, if you look at returners from a year ago, you'd have to say probably the starting rotation, the pitching staff is going to be a big featured, one of the top things that you can look for in your team. But then I know you picked up a lot of new position players as well.
We have. We lost Caleb Manuel and Jordan Email were two big arms we lost last year. But other than that, we returned almost the entire staff. Andro Chur is now back healthy, had a great summer in the Cape, was MVP up there in Wareham. Kyle Keller went out this summer, had a fantastic summer. I think was ranked number 7 or 8 prospect in the Texas Collegiate League, and he really emerged this fall. Got a lot of pro interest. It's his junior year, big draft year for him as well. So we've had some guys that are obviously returning, but also some guys that have developed in our program. Kyle's only thrown 20 innings in 2 years, and it looks like he's going to get probably 80 or 90 innings this year, be a big starter for us. So it's got a chance, I think, to really carry us. I think with our rotation. You look at the back in the bullpen, there's a lot of experience with Dylan Hills and Mason Klotz coming off his freshman All-American year. Matt Pateri, those type of guys are coming in, been here for 4 or 5 years, so there's a lot of experience there. Position-wise, had to return a lot, or had to replace a lot, I should say. Middle infield, all up the middle, center field. We lost Ladd Rose and Harry Slade and Ben Hernandez and Alex Marsh. And, when we start to build a program, start to build an offense, position-wise, the one thing you want to key in on is building up the middle. Fortunately, we do have two very good backstops, and Jameson Fisher and Sam Roberson coming back. So we had to get some new guys there in the middle infield and center field. Andrew Godbold is a kid from Chicago we got in, big physical kid, got a chance to run a little bit, great mind of the game, really just tries to study the game a ton. We've got Jacob Williams out of Baton Rouge Community College come in. So it looks like he's going to be starting at shortstop. Kenny Menard come in middle infield, local product out of Turlins out of Lafayette, Louisiana. That was a big get for us as well. Kevin Carr, another big JUCO middle infielder as well. So we've got done a good job identifying some guys. They had good falls and produced well in the fall.
Well, I'll tell you, from after talking to you, I can't wait for the season to start here in just a few weeks away, as the home opener will be against LSU right here at Alumni Field. So there'll be a big crowd for that one. So you'll have a nice ovation, I'm sure, for your first game at home. But we look forward to the season, and good luck preparing for it.
All right, thank you, Alan. Appreciate you having me.
All right, that's going to do it for us right here on the Southeastern Sports Report. I want to thank Athletic Director Jay Ortiz for stopping by, and also Coach Matt Reiser, as we caught you up on everything you need to know about Southeastern athletics. We'll see you next time right here on the Southeastern Sports Report, presented by State Farm.